So for the more page, this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and inside the app, we can close the rest of these pages, but inside the app, we can create a new file called more/page.jsx, which is going to create a folder called more and then the file called page.jsx. This is going to be a client component, so we're going to mark it as use client. But I want to do a bit of cheating here, because what I want to do is copy some things that I don't want to type out. So let me just go ahead and get the repository. So once again, you are going to have access to this code. So simply you can navigate and copy and paste as I'm doing, or you can simply type them out depending on your preference. So first thing I want to do is get all the imports. So simply get all the imports here, copy and then paste them inside our code editor. So you can see we're importing use state, use effect, use router, use convex, and all of these that we have been importing. And the only new import that we're going to have is this use theme hook from next themes, because this is what we're going to be using to create our light mode and dark mode toggle. And then the rest of this we have used before. And then what I also want to get is this menu items. So const menu items, I don't want to type all that out, so copy and then paste them right here. And then once we do that, we can now build the rest of the page, because this is just basically something that we have been doing. So what we're going to do therefore is this. Back inside our code editor, we're going to say export default function more page, and then we're going to have const user and set user equal to use state. By default it is going to be null, and then have const settings and set settings is equal to use state. By default it's going to be an object, an empty object. This should say use state, and then we're going to have const loading and set loading. This is going to be equal to use state. By default it is going to be true, and then we're going to get convex. So const convex is equal to use convex, and then the router as well. So const router is equal to come on, use router, and then we need to get the user, destructor the user as kind user, and then is authenticated, and then is loading. This is coming from use kind browser client, like so. And then once you do that, then we also want to go ahead and destructor the theme and set theme. This is coming from use theme hook, and remember that these are curly brackets and not square brackets, so it is object destructuring and not array destructuring. And then what I'm going to do is, back inside the settings page that we have just completed, we have done something to the use effect. We basically this one. So this use effect that has the is loading, I'm going to copy all of it, copy, and then inside our more page I'm just going to paste it in, because what we are doing here is we're checking for is loading, so we want this. We're checking for not is authenticated, so that it redirects back to the home page, so we want that as well. And then we want the user data from here. We want to check if there's no user data, so that's okay, and then set user into the user data. But now we want to remove all of this, because that is where the changes are going to begin. And then for the toast notification, for the console error, you can say error loading data, and then toast.error, we can also say an error card while loading your data. We can just have it as that, and then set loading to false. And then we're calling the function, and the function, the dependency is dependent on the convex router kind user is authenticated is loading, and then also dependent on the theme. So let's go ahead and build out this part that is remaining, and this is very simple. We're simply going to say set settings, because remember that it is an object by default. So we're going to open this up, and we're going to say set notifications to true. Notifications to true. I can't type notifications. And then dark mode, we're going to say theme triple equals to dark, so that it is going to be that by default. And then privacy mode, set this to false, and then the data saver, save this, set this to false rather. Now these settings are not functional. The only functional setting here is the dark mode toggle. So these are just going to be for aesthetics. And once we have that, then we're going to create a function. So below our use effect, we're going to call a function, or rather create a function called handle setting toggle. This is going to be taking in the setting name and then the value, and then open this up. Oops. And we're going to say set settings into the previous value, and then open this up as an object, pass in everything that is already there, and then get the setting name and then set it equal to the value that it has been changed to. And then below this, we're going to say if setting name triple equals to dark mode, then we're going to say set theme, check for the value if the value is equal to dark and light. So if it is equal to dark, then set it to light, and if it is equal to light, then set it to dark. And then the next function we're going to create is called handle menu click. This is going to be taking the item here, and then we're going to say if item.href, if it exists, then router.push into the item.href that we have clicked on. And then once we have that, we're going to have our loading state. So if is loading or loading is true, then return the main layout component, and this is going to be taking the user, and then inside here we're going to return the loading spinner component like so. And then below this, we're going to have some settings items. So const settings items, and once again, this is an array of objects, and I don't want to tempt them out even though there are only 3. So let me just go ahead and copy them. So basically these 3, let's copy this and paste it here. So the settings items rather is going to have an icon, it's going to have a title, and the type is going to be toggle, and then the value is going to be that. So settings.notifications, privacy mode, and data saver. And remember that these settings are the ones that we've just created here. Okay, now below this, we're going to go ahead and structure our return. So we're going to return the main layout, and this main layout is going to be taking the user, and then a bit more copy pasting. We're going to have that middle like div that we created. So inside the settings profile, let's just go ahead and grab it. So basically this div right here, and you know what, we can even copy this entire thing because we're only going to be changing a few things. So back inside our code editor, we're going to paste it here. Now we don't want the button, so we can remove the button, and then these classes are going to remain the same, and then we don't need this first div, so we're only going to have the h1. And you know what, we need the div, but it's going to have a class name of padding on the x of 4 and then padding on the y of 3, and then inside the h1 is going to say more. Simple as that. Now you can save that just to ensure that you can see something on the screen, and there we go. And then we're going to go below the h1, and then below these 2 divs, we're going to create another div with a class name of space on the y of 6, and then padding all around of 4, And then first of all, we're going to create a div which is going to be the quick settings. Inside this div, we're going to have an h2 with a class name of margin bottom of 4, text dash large, and then font dash semi bold, and then text dash gray dash 900, and then on dark mode text dash white, and then the text is going to say quick settings. And then below the h2, we're going to have a div with a class name of space on the y of 3, and then inside this div, we're going to map over the settings items. So settings items dot map, and then for every item that we get back, we are going to open up our curly brackets, and then we're going to say const icon is equal to item dot icon, so that we can destructure the icon and use it as a component. And then we're going to return the card component with the key of item.title, because there's no title that is similar to another. And then we're going to have card content with a class name of padding all around of 4. Close that out. And then inside the card content, we're going to have a div with a class name of flex and item.center, and then justify dash between. And then inside this div, another div with a class name of flex and item.center, and then space on the x of 3. And then inside this div, we're going to have the icon, which we have just got from above. So the icon is going to have a class name of size-5, then text-gray-600, and then on dark mode, text gray-400, and then close that out. Below the icon, we're going to have the label component, the label is going to have an HTML4, and this is going to be dependent on the item.title, and then it's going to have a class name. Class name equals to cursor dash pointer, and then font dash medium, then close that out, and then the text is going to say item.title, and then we're going to go below the label and then below the div, and then below this div we're going to have the switch component, and the switch is going to have an ID of item.title, so that when you click on the label it's going to highlight the switch, and then the checked state of the switch is going to be dependent on the item.value, or it's going to be false by default. And then on checked change, we're going to access the, oops, I'm doing it wrong. Okay, yeah, we're going to access the checked, and then we're going to open this up, and then we're going to say handle setting toggle, and then pass in the item.title.to lowercase like so, dot replace, and then replace the space here with no space. And then outside of this, this first parenthesis, we're going to pass in checked like so, and that should create the toggle finally, and then you can close out the switch because it is self-closing, and then you can go ahead and save that. Let's see what you have on the settings page. And there we go. So these are the 3 settings. Now next we are going to go below this, and then below this div we're going to have another card component. The card component is going to have card header, and then card header is going to have card title, and it's going to say choose theme, and then below the card header we're going to have card content with a class name of flex, then items dash center, and then justify dash around, and then inside the card content we're going to have a button component. This button component is going to have a variant of ghost. Then when you click on this, it is going to open up the arrow function of the inline function, and then we're going to say set theme into light theme, and then the text for the button is going to say light. And because it's easier, let's go ahead and copy this 1 and then 2. Oops, what was happening? Okay, the variant for this is going to be ghost. The theme here we're going to be setting it into the dark theme, and then the text is going to say dark. And then next we're going to have here, this is system, and then the text for the button says system, and we can save that. Let's see what we have on the screen. Let me close this one because I'll keep navigating to it. There we go. So now I can choose between the light theme, because we already set it up, remember, and the dark theme. And obviously you know that I like the dark theme better, but you can see that everything changes according to what according to the theme that we have selected. And if you have to go ahead and look at the other pages, then they would also respond to the theme that you have selected. Now below the card and then below this first div, we're going to create another div, and this div is going to have an h2 with a class name of margin bottom of 4, and then text dash large, and then font dash semi bold, and then text gray dash 900, and then on dark mode we're going to say text dash white, and then this text is going to say tools and settings, and then below the h2 we're going to have a div with a class name of space dash y dash 2, and then inside there you're going to say menu items dot map, because we created them, and then for every item that we get back, then once again we are destructuring, or rather we're getting the icon. This comes from item.icon, and then we're going to say return, and returning a card with the key of item.title, and then the class name for this is going to say cursor dash pointer, and then on hover we're going to say bg gray dash 50, and then on dark mode and then on hover we're going to say bg dash gray dash 800, and then on click, so when you click on this, open this up, and we're going to say handle menu click, and then pass in the item like so, close out the card, and then inside the card we're going to have card content. Card content is going to have a class name of padding all round of 4, and then inside the card content we're going to have a div with a class name of flex and items dash center and justify dash between, and then inside this div we're going to have another div with a class name of flex, items dash center and space on the x of 3, and then spell center correctly, And then inside this div, we're going to have the icon, and this icon is going to have a class name of size-5, and then text gray-600, and then on dark mode text gray-400. And then below the icon, we're going to have a div, and then inside this div, we're going to have a paragraph with a class name of font-medium, and then text gray-900, and then on dark mode text-white, and then the text is going to say item.title, and then below this paragraph, another paragraph. So below this paragraph, we're going to have another paragraph with a class name of text-sm, text gray-500, and then on dark mode text gray-400, and then this is going to say item.description. So you can save that, and then let's see what you have on the screen. Okay, looking nice. So next we're going to go below this paragraph and then below two divs, and then we're going to have an icon here that says chevron right, which is coming from Lucid React, and then give it a class name of size-5 and then text-gray-400, and then close that out. And then once we do that, we're going to go below these two divs, and we're going to create another div, and this div is going to have the account actions settings. So it's going to have an h2, so you can just copy this h2 because it's the same h2 with the same class names. And then now the text is going to say account, and then below the h2 we're going to have a div with a class name of space-y-3, and this div is going to have the logout link, which is coming from it's called what, kind OSS. Where is it? Right here. So it's coming from the kind SDK, and the logout link, inside the logout link we're going to have a button with a variant of destructive, and the text is going to say log out and then show the username of the person, so @ and then user !username, and then save that, and that is the end of our settings page, or rather our more page, because as you can see now the chevron is right there, and then our logout button is right here. So when I click on this, it is going to log me out, and when I'm on light mode, now that you can test it out, then we have that button as well. So let's switch back to dark mode, and then now we are mostly done with everything about the application, except that now we just need to build the communities page, which is the biggest page that we have. So let's go ahead and do that next.